Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam. The halving happened few hours ago and a lot of people got excited. The newbies FOMOed in thinking Bitcoin is going to go to $20,000, but unfortunately there was a halving dump. And if you got liquidated, tell everybody sorry about that. Make sure you learn what you're doing, right? Get someone to mentor you. But guess what, guys? During the halving, there were a lot of Bitcoin transactions, and the Bitcoin network got choked up. Here's the data right here. As you can see, Bitcoin network currently is using 97% of its capacity to carry out just 900,000 transactions. That means Bitcoin network is almost maxed out, almost 100% almost 100% unusable. Once this thing, in fact, as a matter of fact, transactions right now will take a lot of time to get confirmed. Why? Okay, just in case you don't know what this means or the implication, let me explain. Let's assume you're a football runner or a football player, right? And you can only play, 10 games in a day. By the time you start playing 9 games in a day, you're getting maxed out. If you play 10, that means you cannot play the 11th game. That's what it means. So it's the same thing here. So Bitcoin, in the natural sense, cannot take up to 1 million transactions. So we have 900,000 plus transactions, and it's using 97% of its capacity already. Now let's look at something like Ethereum. Ethereum is currently processing 800,000 transactions, and it's using 67% of its capacity. Let's see EOS. EOS is processing 65 million transactions and is using 50% of its capacity. That means if you bring these transactions or operations to Ethereum or Bitcoin, it will get maxed out. So Ethereum is handling 800,000 transactions, and it's using 67% of its capacity. Now, you might ask, okay, what's the solution for the Bitcoin issue? Well, one of the solutions is actually Lightning Network, and of course, so many platforms and exchanges have not started using Lightning Network, and there was a reason stated here on Cointelegraph, and a quote. This to me is the key to the exchange. What am I reading? This to me is the key to the exchange adoption part, because if you can only have $1,500 per channel, it turns out that's not a ton regarding exchanges. So what I'm trying to say here is that the Lightning Network is a good idea, but it's still in its early stages. As you can see, we don't want people to have massive channels while Lightning is still in its relatively early days. So Lightning Network is still a work in progress, and a lot of people still don't trust it yet. That is why they've not started using it. So this is supposed to make Bitcoin transactions a little bit faster, but its adoption rates right now is extremely slow. So that is why you have Bitcoin transactions take longer to confirm. I've done a video to tell you why Bitcoin transactions take longer to confirm, as it will be popping out at the top of your screen, so you can check it out. All right, so what else? Yeah, you might be wondering, okay, when Bitcoin transactions take longer to confirm, what do I do? I've already done that in that same video. So if we take a look at the Bitcoin network, let's see the maximum transaction. As you can see, this is transaction per second. So Bitcoin actually had, let's see if I can get to the top of this. Oh my God, can I? That's 7 transactions per second. That's extremely small. And there are billions of people around the world trying to send Bitcoin transactions. Let's see the one that happened recently. This is 4 transactions per second, the highest we've seen so far is 7 transactions per second. And that's extremely small. That's one of the biggest problems Bitcoin has. And I'll show you a chart on what happened the last time Bitcoin got maxed out like this. Let's see. The last time Bitcoin got maxed out like this, what happened? I'm going to show you exactly what happened and how to position yourself for that period, because it's definitely going to happen again. Now let's check out the Ethereum network. So Ethereum currently has a max transaction per second of 9.9. Now, just in case you don't know what transaction per second means, it means the maximum number of transactions that can be processed or that has been processed per second on that network. So Bitcoin, we saw that the maximum it has processed in a very long time is 7 transactions per second. That's extremely small. And then Ethereum has carried out 9.9, approximately 10 transactions per second. That's also extremely small. That is the reason why they are pushing out for Ethereum 2.0. I've done a video about Ethereum 2.0. It will be popping out at the top of this video. Then lastly, we have EOS. EOS has done, this is TPS, 3,996, right? 3,996 transactions per second, which is way higher than Bitcoin and Ethereum put together. You see, that is why you see Blocktivity, EOS is handling over 65 million transactions. All right, so next time you want to make a transaction, or transactions, and you don't want your transaction to stay too long, just make sure you use Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now, let's say the last time Bitcoin got cloaked up or maximally used, what happened? This was some years ago. We'll have to check the Bitcoin dominance. So around this period, this is Bitcoin dominance percentage. When the price of Bitcoin was about going up, guess what? Bitcoin started to slow down, and then people started using Ethereum. As you can see, Bitcoin dominance around this period was 87%, and then it started dropping to about 37%, while Ethereum had a dominance percentage of 31. Now, what does dominance mean? Just in case you're new, it means the number of people or the amount of money in Bitcoin. So if your dominance reduces, that means the number of money in Bitcoin is reducing, or maybe entering somewhere else in the crypto market or going out of the crypto market. But in this case, I'd say the dominance was moving from Ethereum to Bitcoin. From Bitcoin to Ethereum. Why? Because Bitcoin was becoming slow and Ethereum was becoming was a little bit faster, right? And during the ICO crash, Ethereum price went south. Now, once this stuff start happening again, these slow transactions, a lot of people start going to faster cryptocurrencies. Money will start moving to faster cryptocurrencies because people don't want to stay a whole day, 24 hours, 7 days, end up paying huge fees because miners block rewards are reduced by 50%, and I think the fees is going to go up by also 50%. So people don't want to stay a long day trying to confirm a transaction, and they don't want to pay huge fees, so they will end up going to either Ethereum or EOS. Now, the two biggest parties will be Ethereum or EOS. Now, I'm going to do a video to tell you why those are the two next biggest thing you could invest in cryptocurrency, or you could think about in cryptocurrency when it comes to 2021. All right, so guys, that's all I have for you today. Do make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit it, right, and like this video. So see you in another video. Bye.